Help me! Help! Help! Help!
Long before the village was known by any name, before the red paths were worn smooth by feet and time, there lived a boy whom the world had decided was insignificant. His name was Sadiq, and he lived where the village ended and the forest began, in a hut that leaned as though it too was tired of standing. Sadiq did not remember his parents. The only family he knew was an old woman called Mama Zainab, whose back was bent from years of carrying burdens she never spoke about. People said she was not his real grandmother, but Sadiq never questioned it. To him she was home. From childhood, Sadiq learned the sound of hunger. He woke up to it. He slept beside it. Some days, his stomach hurt so badly that he would sit quietly under a mango tree, pretending he was full so others would not pity him. The children of the village noticed his torn clothes, his bare feet, and the way he always stood at the back during gatherings. They laughed at him. They called him names that cut deeper than hunger ever could. Yet Sadiq rarely spoke back. Not because he was weak, but because something inside him was steady, like a river that flows quietly but never stops. When others fought, he stepped away. When others insulted him, he lowered his eyes. Mama Zainab often watched him from the doorway of their hut, her old eyes heavy with thoughts she never shared. Every morning, Sadiq fetched water from the stream before sunrise. He worked on farms that were not his, harvested crops he would never eat, and accepted leftovers with gratitude. At night, Mama Zainab told him stories by the light of a weak fire. Stories about justice, about leaders who served their people, about the danger of greed. Sadiq listened as if these stories were seeds being planted deep within him. What the village did not know was that Sadiq carried more than hunger and hardship in his blood. Years before his birth, the land beyond the forest was ruled by a powerful kingdom called Zaruma. It was a kingdom built on order, wisdom, and fairness. Its king was loved because he listened, and feared because he was just. But peace attracts envy. On a night when the moon hid behind clouds, traitors rose from within the palace walls. Fire spread. Swords clashed. Loyal guards fell. And in the chaos, the king's infant son was carried away by a palace maid who knew the cost of loyalty. She ran until her breath failed her, until her legs could no longer move. Near a small village, she collapsed, placing the child into the arms of a startled old woman, Mama Zainab, before life left her body. Mama Zainab knew what she had been given. She saw the royal mark hidden on the child's shoulder. She understood the danger of truth. And so she buried the past and raised the boy as her own, never once speaking of crowns or bloodlines. As Sadiq grew older, the village began to change. Seasons became harsh. Rains delayed. Crops withered. Hunger returned, this time not only to the poor. Arguments broke out among elders. Blame passed from house to house. Fear spread quietly. One evening during a heated meeting, Sadiq spoke. His voice was calm. He did not shout. He suggested fairness, cooperation, and patience. Some elders scoffed. What could a poor boy know? But desperation makes people listen. They followed his advice. Fields were moved. Water was shared equally. Slowly life returned. Whispers followed. Far away in Zaruma, a priest who had served the old king heard those whispers. He remembered an ancient prophecy, that the true ruler would return not through strength, but wisdom. Disguised as a traveler, the priest sought the village. He watched Sadiq. He tested him. He listened to how he spoke to strangers, how he treated children, how he responded to insults. Then one afternoon by the river, the priest saw the mark. His heart stopped. That night Mama Zainab fell ill. She knew the time had come. With shaking hands and a breaking voice, She told Sadiq the truth she had carried for decades. Palace. The betrayal. The blood he carried. Sadiq did not speak for a long time. When he finally did, his voice was not proud. It was afraid. Mama Zainab died before dawn. Sadiq wept. Not for a crown, but for the woman who had saved him, raised him, and protected him with silence. When he returned to Zaruma, he did not demand power. The people recognized him themselves. The usurper fled. No sword was raised. When Sadiq was crowned king, he chose mercy. He chose rebuilding over revenge. He honored the village that raised him. He ruled not as one who desired power, but as one who understood pain. And the people said from that day forward, that destiny does not shout. Sometimes, it grows quietly in the life of a poor village boy. If you enjoyed this folktale story and want to hear more wonderful stories, you can follow our channel and subscribe, so you never miss a new story. We share many beautiful folktale stories that help us learn, grow, and trust. Thank you for watching. Bye.